welcome back to Cooking for Youth. Today we are going to be making a turkey with stuffing and gravy. For our turkey, we are going to need some poultry seasoning, some savory, rosemary, ground sage, and oregano. And we are simply going to rub them into the turkey. Okay, so we are going to start with poultry seasoning. Put that in between all the wedges. Open up those wings, get it around there. You don't really have to do in the turkey because that's where we'll put the stuffing. Okay, so you get the idea there. Just gonna go make sure that it's all kind of, most places have some. Well, as much as you can. Okay, so actually I think that's pretty good. Now we're going to move on to our next spice, which is savory. This we can't really sprinkle as much, but we'll try. For the savory, just kind of sprinkle it around, depending on the bottle. Okay. So that's a lot. So now we're going to move on to our next spice, and we're just going to do that the same with all the spices. Turkey should look about like this after all the spices. We will now proceed to the stuffing. We are now melting butter at medium-high for the stuffing in a decent sized pan. Here we have about 1 cup of celery chopped and 1 cup of chopped onions. And we melted about 1 cup of butter. You want the butter, onion, and celery to be the same amount. And we will now add in our celery and onions to the melted butter as it gets melted. We will stir so that everything is covered in butter. We will let the onions and celery cook for about 5 minutes on medium-high. Our onions and celery have now finished cooking, so we will transfer them into this bowl. Quite a large bowl so that we can mix other things into it with it. Make sure you get all that good stuff. Okay. So we have 1 beat egg, we'll add that. Poultry seasoning, a lot. We'll now add about 5 cups of croutons, or if you don't have croutons, then toasted bread. And about 1 cup of chicken broth. With all of our ingredients added, we will now mix it. So now, why it is called stuffing, well, we are going to take our stuffing, and ladies and gentlemen, with your hands, and put it right directly into the bird, like so. And make sure that it is nice and stuffed in there. So we will now, with our turkey stuffed, flip it over. Oh, it's a lot heavier now. So that it is breast side down, best that we can. And we will add about 3/4 of a cup of chicken broth.
Not on the bird.
On the bottom of the plate.
The bottom of the roasting pan.
Sorry, roasting pan, not plate.
Okay.
With this done, we will now proceed to put it in the oven.
You have to.
Now ready to add our turkey to the oven, and a bird like this one is probably about 3 hours at 350 degrees. But depending on the size of your bird, it might take a longer or shorter amount of time. The turkey has now been taken out of the oven. You can tell that it is done cooking when the meat is falling off the bones very easily. So now we will move on to our gravy. In the pan, the chicken broth that we put earlier, we will collect that and add it to 2 tablespoons of 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Take out a good amount of broth, as it's going to be the gravy. Now that we have a considerable amount of broth, we will whisk in the cornstarch. Here you can see that we can still add some more gravy and some more chicken broth, well, turkey juice, in order to make some more gravy. Thank you for watching Cooking for Youth, and congratulations on making a turkey, gravy, and stuffing.